Hey, so today I'm going to talk through what I think is the best way to improve arm speed in disc golf. Now, if you want to throw 400, 500, 600 feet, whatever your goal is, you're going to need to have good release angles, you're going to need to have decent form, all that good stuff. But if you just want to increase the speed the disc is coming out your hand with what you've got right now, or to put this in alongside form work, then this is the way to go. In golf, I come from a professional golf background. This was called overspeed training. Pretty much all the pros are using it. It's been a really big thing for a long time. In baseball, I've heard it used as like overload or underload, overload and underload training. Trevor Bauer's got loads of videos on this. He's like big into this stuff. Basic concept is using a heavier than normal object, so like a golf club or baseball, plyo balls, or in this case discs, to improve your mechanics. So it's going to force you to use kinetic chain better, you're going to have to use the ground, going to have to brace better, going to have to get the disc into better positions, because when it's heavier, you're not going to be able to move it as easy. If you've seen overthrow disc golf videos, sort of bracing using a sledgehammer, that kind of concept. It's also going to make it more difficult for you to throw it fast. So when you go back to a normal weight disc, it's going to feel easier to throw it hard. And then you're coupling that by using a much lighter than normal object, golf club, baseball, disc. And what this is going to do, this is going to trick your nervous system into thinking you can throw a lot faster than you can. This is because when you throw a lighter weight object, you can move a lot faster. We've all seen those lightweight discs that come out really, really fast. Simon Lizotte getting the world record for speed. I think that was with like a 120 or 130 gram disc. So this is the basic concept. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing to try and develop this in disc golf, because I haven't seen this anywhere. It might be out there somewhere, but I haven't seen it, so it's clearly not out there for the public. So what I got myself 120 gram dyno discs. These are really easy to come by. You can also just get, whatever the lightest thing you can find is, but this is obviously 55 grams lighter than a normal disc, so that's good. And then what I've done is I've taken a normal driver and I've slapped a ton of lead tape to the bottom here, and then I've secured that on with duct tape, so pretty DIY. You can do this at home. I'd say just be careful, like throw it into a net, don't throw it into field or anything like that, because it could fly off and hurt someone. So just make sure it's safe to use, but super easy to do. Just take a normal disc, buy some lead tape. I'll put up here what that looks like so you know what you're looking for. And just all I did was sort of put the tape on and weigh it as I went, and then once I got to 300 grams, then I stuck it on. And so now I've got a 120 gram disc and a 300 gram disc, and then I'm going to mix that in with a normal weighted disc and show you what routine I have developed so far for that. Over to me. Alright, so we're out here on the course now, got nets set up. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take the lightest weight disc. We're going to get in, you can get into a staggered stance, you can do it from a standstill, do it from your knees, whatever you want. But what we're trying to do here is just focus on the arm. So we're just trying to rip the disc in and out of the pocket as quick as possible. And we're starting off with the lightweight disc. We do three on the regular side, and then we're going to switch over and we're going to do 3 on the off side. Now we're going to do 3 on the off side for everything here, because we just want to keep everything even. We want to keep the strain on the body as even as possible whenever we can, and with disc golf that's not happening very often. Also, by training the offside, we're also going to be helping with deceleration when it comes to going into our regular swings. If we can train our offside to be stronger, then the muscles are going to be much stronger and more well adapted to decelerating. And you can only go as fast in your through swing as you can when decelerating. Otherwise you're just gonna wreck joints. So working on deceleration is really important. So here we've now moved on to a regular weight disc. So this is just a max weight Zeus that I'm doing, and same thing, we're just trying to rip the disc through the pocket as quick as possible using only our arm. Then we're going to do same thing here, 3 with the offside on the same thing. Excuse my left-handed swings. And once we've done that 3 times, now we're moving up to our heaviest weight disc. So this is the driver that I've added 150 odd grams of weight to. So we're going to do 3 again. This is going to feel really difficult. Moving a disc this heavy that you're not used to throwing is going to feel really, really hard. So again, we're just trying to do it max effort. It's going to get easier over time, but at the beginning it's going to be really difficult. Then we're going to switch over, do 3 on the offside again with the max weight disc. And once we've done that, we're going to move on to standstills. So this is just going to be a regular standstill, trying to use your body as well as trying to keep that arm moving fast. Starting off with the lightweight disc, of course, doing 3 on this side. And then once you've done 3, going to switch over to the off arm and do 3 again. For me, when I started off doing the off arm throws at the beginning, it felt really uncomfortable and almost a little bit painful just because your body's not used to moving this way. So for the first few weeks I did this, I started off super smooth, sort of around 50%, and then once my tendons and everything started to get used to it, then I was able to up it to the max effort. So for the first few sessions, just keep it easy on the off arm throws until you feel comfortable to move up in the power. Okay, so now we're doing 3 of the regular size, the regular disc, the regular weight disc on the standstills on both sides. Going to do 3 with the extra weight disc with the standstills on both sides as well. Okay, once you've done that, now we're going to move on to full X step throws. So this is just going to be your normal throw, but 100% effort. We're not thinking at all about where this disc is going, what angle it comes out on. We couldn't care less. With the light one, you're going to be able to rip this really hard. This is going to feel like it's coming out of your hand twice as fast as anything you've thrown. So just max effort, rip that disc through, and we're going to do 3 with the lightweight one, and then we're going to move on to 3 with the lightweight one on the offside as well. The offside ones are going to feel really weird, especially trying to add in the run-up. If you don't feel comfortable adding in the run-up at this point offhand, just maybe just do a single step, or you could just do more standstills, but just trying to do whatever you can, as much effort as you can, especially on the off-arm ones, they're a bit awkward. And once you've done 3 of those, we're going to do 3 on each side, max effort with our regular weight driver. This is going to feel like a serious workout at this point. This is pretty much going to be 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how long of breaks you take between sets. I'd recommend taking a few breaks, but just short ones. And once we've done that on both sides, then we're going to move on to the same thing with the max weight disc. With the max weight disc, it's going to feel really difficult at this point again, so just keep trying to give it as much effort as you can. Your body's going to start to do the work and figure out how to move this heavy disc fast. So when I watch myself doing this, I tend to be bracing better, I tend to be pushing up from the ground better, I tend to be getting into like a deeper pocket, all the things that just help move the disc faster, kind of forced into that position when you're doing something as uncomfortable as throwing a heavier weight. And then we're going to do that offside as well. This is going to feel really horrendous. And then once you're done with these, we're going to make sure not to overdo this. But for me, the best I've found is sort of coming back to this and doing it about 3 times a week if you can. You don't want to do much more than that because this is going to put a pretty big strain on your body. But also, if you don't do it as much as you can afford to do, then you're not going to see the gains from it as quickly as you would want to. But hope this was helpful. Let me know what you think, and if you found it helpful, please share it with other people. Thanks for watching.